Hey everybody, it's a quiet Saturday night. Uh, just finished watching a movie and I thought I'd make a video. A few things I found this week and do some writing with a glass pen. Talk about Thanksgiving some more. Talk about movies some more. But this week I was in an antique store and I found these. And so I don't go into an antique store looking for anything in particular. I kind of just wander through, and if something catches my eye or speaks to me in a way, if the price is right, I might pick it up. And these, immediately when I saw them, I thought of the movie Home Alone, which is my favorite Christmas movie. And in the scene where Kevin is at the dining room table eating his frozen macaroni and cheese dinner before the wet bandits arrive, you can see two brass candle holders, similar to this, not exactly like this, in the movie. Then when the clock strikes 9, he blows the candle out and starts the shenanigans. But his brass ones, they have a square base, and one angel is kind of kneeling, and the other one is standing, and the angle of the wings is a little bit lower. But these were pretty cheap. I've polished them since I got them. I think they're solid brass, but this looks like plate down here that's coming off. But anyway, one was kind of crooked. I straightened it, and they polished up pretty nice. The bases, this one of them didn't even have a felt base anymore, and the other one was kind of falling off. So I cut some cardboard substrate, glued that in, and cut some new felt. So they're good to go for Christmas this year. And I'll get some taper candles that fit. His were kind of spiral green candles. If I can put a picture up when I'm editing, I'll show you what the ones in the movie look like. But yeah, I was just walking through the store and these kind of rang out to me and I picked them up. They were only $18 for both of them, so I thought that was a pretty good price. And then on eBay, I go on eBay sometimes and I just look at different things, and if I want it but I don't really have to have it and it's an auction, I'll bid if the price is right. And if I win, I win. If I don't, no big whoop. So this new old Mont Blanc Mystery Black fountain pen ink was nobody was bidding on it, so I put in a bid and there was no competition and I won. So now I have some Mont Blanc Mystery Black. I've been looking, the ultimate fountain pen for an enthusiast is the Mont Blanc 149, which is what this pen is a copycat of. This is a Jinhao 159. And you can find some used ones on eBay that are in questionable condition, but instead of paying well over $1,000 for a new one, if you can pick one up for a couple hundred, might be a good deal. So I keep my eye out anyway. I don't know if I've shown this, but I got a bottle of Parker Quink black ink also. And this frog that I have is pretty neat for displaying your pens, but I think storing them like this causes the feed to dry up. So this is better for display, but for the pens that you have inked and you write with all the time, I keep those in this antique Art Deco black marble desk set inkwell, and it's got a tray for you can put at least 4 pens in it, and it keeps them flat so the ink stays in the feed, keeps them wetter, I think. But I have a little bit of blue peacock ink on my finger because I did a dirty fill. If you have pens that you're using currently and you don't have to take them apart and clean them every time, you can just refill. I think they call it a dirty fill. So I dirty filled these 3 pens tonight. This one's still good, but yeah. So Thanksgiving is in a week and a half, pretty much. And I was watching this movie tonight. I refuse to decorate before Thanksgiving for Christmas. So we keep the holidays separate. But Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, the Christmas stuff goes up. But I will watch Christmas movies before Thanksgiving. And this one is a particularly good one. And it really hits harder now that Diane Keaton has passed. If you haven't seen this movie, it's what you call an ensemble cast. So it's a lot of big name celebrities. You got Diane Keaton, Sarah Jessica Parker, Dermot Mulroney, Claire Danes. It's very sad now that the premise of the movie, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, it's been 2006, so you've had almost 20 years to watch it. The mother has cancer and it's come back, and he's going to marry Meredith, but they're not right for each other. And there's some tension between her and the family. They don't get along. So she asks her sister to come, Claire Danes, and Dermot Mulroney's character kind of fall in love, and she falls in love with his brother. And of course, it's the last Christmas that the mom is alive, and he wants the ring from her mother to give to Meredith, and she refuses at first. But anyway, highly recommend this one and the movie Love the Coopers. Diane Keaton's also in that one with John Goodman, and that's another great ensemble cast movie. So check that one out too. So kind of in preparation for Thanksgiving, who else does this? I make a menu just to keep it straight in my head. what we're serving, and I might change the desserts around, you know, up until the date. But I also make a Thanksgiving checklist because, I mean, you've got to, about a week before, I like to clean the oven really well so it's ready for the turkey, create my menu, buy whatever I can that's not going to spoil ahead of time, buy the wine, paper platters, napkins, if you're using, you know, plastic silverware, whatever, for a large group. A couple days before, clean out the fridge so you have room to store all your leftovers, and I buy a couple bags of ice because I brine the turkey about a day before. And like I said in another video, I do a fresh turkey. I don't do frozen turkey. And you can do things ahead of time so it's not so stressful. The day of Thanksgiving, you can make your cranberry sauce before. You can boil your noodles or your macaroni and cheese, make your stock, you know, prep all your celery and onions for the dressing. You can cook the sausage ahead of time. You can make your desserts ahead of time. Some of the sides you can make, you know, prepare but then not bake. Thanksgiving Day, all you really have to do is put the turkey in the oven, finish making whatever sides, make the gravy, and then I do an oven schedule. So I know this takes the longest to cook. Then the dressing, sweet potato, cream bean, macaroni rolls. And you start, you know, the turkey, 325, 350, whatever. But these things are 350, and then these are 325. You know, 25 degrees is not going to make or break anything. But this just keeps me organized. My pen today is a glass pen. I found it on Amazon. I've had it for probably 10 years. And I really didn't know glass pens were a thing until I started watching YouTube ASMR videos. So as you can see, there are little swirls in the glass, and that holds all those little grooves, hold the ink. And it's just a pointed tip. And we use this Parker Quink. Get you a little closer. thought for a topic we would write names of dog breeds. My E is kind of shin long on that channel that I recommended. Open ink stand would say I need to fill my balloons. My E is not filled. So these are kind of in alphabetical order. Beagle, boxer, bulldog, chihuahua. Did I spell that right? Yes. Dachshund, Dachshund, Doberman, greyhound, husky. Let's see if you can hear better the pen on the paper. Labrador, Maltese, Mastiff, Pit Bull. I have a pit bull. She's a female. She turned 5 in September. And she's a mix. She's not full bred, so she's got some other I don't know, maybe some boxer. She's kind of small, but she's a precious baby. poodle. Pug. Retriever. Fill my balloons. Sheltie. Shih Tzu. Spaniel. Terrier. We used to have a Shih Tzu. But there's a mystery behind how his demise. We think it was either a bird of prey or a possum or something got him. Shall I'm going to attempt to spell Weimaraner. See, what are some other names? So we got a collie. How about a corgi? How about a Basenji? This should be a J. Newfoundland. Cane Corso. What kind of dog is your favorite? We thought about this dog, but there's a pretty big commitment and a lot of hair. Our dog is short hair, pit bull, so she doesn't shed a whole lot. And there's not a lot to groom with her either. But yeah, that's about it. Glass pencils. So what do you guys think about a glass pen? Would you write with a glass pen? I kind of like these little flat spots on the twist. That gives you a nice place to rest your fingers because it can be kind of slippery. But it writes pretty good and holds a relatively good amount of ink. It's kind of nice dipping and watching the ink go back into the jar. So you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Do you already have your Christmas tree up? I know my neighbors, quite a few actually, already have their all or some of their Christmas lights up outside. But like I said, I refuse.